So where in the multiverse is Renslayer? It's kind of like where in time is Carmen Sandiego if you really think about it. And I guess that's what Season 2 is going to be all about. Or at least something that Season 2 deals with, considering the actress talks directly about her character, her whereabouts, and the future. So going into Season 2 of Loki is going to be interesting because how much of that can they resolve outside of Loki's second season, such as dealing with Kang and Quantumania and other projects, and how much do they save for Season 2? I think we can all agree that when it comes to the character of Renslayer, aka Judge Renslayer, that character has a way more knowledge and motivation to be somebody that is more important to Kang than anybody else because she knew the lies and misdirection, but she wanted more power. So recently, Marvel directly spoke with the actress and asked her about her future, and she says that when it comes down to it, we are going to find out that she is a very complex villain, just like Kang, and she, on the other side of what he's doing, has her own sets of principles and beliefs, and that she believes everything she's doing is for the greater good, but there's also more to it. Because she apparently wishes, from what she understands, that her character wishes that the Timekeepers were not fake and were in fact a real thing. So she doesn't feel like she was manipulated and sort of mistreated like everybody else because it was all a lie and misdirection. And then she teases her future involvement with Kang because in the comics, that's something that's very prominent. And she says that that's ideas, like Marvel Studios has said before, that they want to play around with, but maybe not in the same way. And I think that's another one of those things where you look at the approach they're taking and just take it for a different type of storytelling approach that doesn't have to be just like the comics. And speaking of that, she also talks a little bit about the variant aspect, saying that, well, yeah, she's a variant as well. There's plenty of them. So I think in a way they're also teasing variants of Renslayer that could be maybe a more comic accurate version that is in a relationship with Kang. Or maybe this one could ultimately end up being good and fight a evil version of herself that's more evil and more directly involved with it. And who really knows? The one thing she does say in this interview with Marvel is that with the multiverse now open, with free will and everything, who knows what the next chapter is for anyone? And I think that's the big focus and takeaway here. Nothing is set in stone anymore and anything can happen. So twists and turns, allegiances, the direction of the MCU can now go into anything, and that's what's going to be more interesting than anything before.